Gone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Often I get a question. People ask me how to keep moving forward. We have a lot of problems. This problem, that problem, and that problem is always bugging me. So I get these questions. So what I want to today tell you is what is problem. The problem is certain things. In life. That we have an unresolved issues. That unresolved issues that becomes a problem in life means you whenever you have certain issue, it may be one or two or three, it's not many issues you have in life. If you just go to the past, if you go to past, you will realize that there are a lot of issues that you have gone through, that you have experienced, you have moved on, and the issues are resolved. But these few issues, unresolved issues, are becoming a problem to you. So in order to solve these unresolved issues, we must take first a few clear steps. There are one to three steps. First clear steps. One thing is you have to understand is whether the issue has a solution or it doesn't have a solution. You have to look at that. If it has a solution, like there are certain you can take a step by step process. If you have a sort of like a scientist, whenever scientist is doing some research, they step by step go and find a solution. So it's very simple. Like you have a family property dispute in a family and you want to get a solution. It's obviously you will get a solution if you talk, if you just congregate people, if you bring people together and talk that this is the issue and we have to go, and if you talk with integrity, yeah, it's obviously a simple issue, you can get it solved. Like someone in your family, they died, then it's a past. You can't they're gone, you can't bring them back. That you have to build an acceptance. So that's how it is. The solution to the problem is it's very simple. Very simple. You have to do. You should know. How to find a solution, like step by step, like scientists. If you go to your, if you have, suppose you have a problem in a family, you don't have money. It's very simple. You have to go to work. You have to put in ideas. You have to do business. You have to sell something to earn money. So that's how it is. Otherwise it is not possible. Just without money you cannot solve those problems. So actually problems are unresolved issues or windows. So to close that windows or to resolve that issue, you should clearly see the solution. So the solution sometimes are not within your limits. In such case, the acceptance that that particular problem is not going to solve, that will resolve the issue. you know and we have to use all those knowledge, intellect, our experience, and research to find a solution to a problem. Without which, because till you find a solution to that problem, your inner thing will be bogging you, that this is not happening, that is not happening, this is not that will be bogging you. That will not let you sleep. If you just think that, okay, I'll forget this problem and just I'll do something else. No, that problem will still be haunting you. It will haunt you even if you sleep. It will haunt you even if you go outside, even if you are in palace, even if you are in a beautiful place. Still that problem will be haunting you if you don't find a solution to that problem, because that problem is coming from your thoughts. That problem has just engraved in your thoughts. So running away from a problem is not a solution. Suppose you have a problem at home, your parents are always quarreling. If your parents are always quarreling, what do? You don't run away from the house. You just go to the parents and talk. You take that this environment is not good for me. This is really a toxic environment. So I want the problem solution to this problem. Why are you quarreling? What is the problem? You just get it sorted out. They may tell you, why are you bothered? It's our problem. But you should say that it's bothering me because I'm part of you. I'm part of your parents. My problem is your problem, and your problem is my problem. So it's a problem for both of us. So that's why I can't stay here. So you get to solve that problem. If you don't resolve that problem, you will still be running away. You will be doing something, this, that. So you should be very clear, when you say that you have a problem and you want to get a solution of it. Every other human being have a, whenever we solve a problem, one small problem, then we get experienced. We get experience, we can solve a bigger problem thereafter. The next problem will be a little bit bigger. Next problem will be very bigger. So bigger, 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 it will increase our, capacity, it will increase our potential. That's why some problems are beyond our capacity, because we have not experienced through the problems, and then we don't have the skills or the patience to solve the problem. Some people, whenever they have a problem, they just, when they have a small problem, they just get bogged down. No, I can't solve this problem, this is that. They will start blaming. They will say that if this person is a good person, if this person starts doing something, then my problem will be solved. If that person problem that does this one, if the government does this one, if the people do this one, my problem. That is a complaining habit. That will never solve a problem. The problem, whenever it's a problem, the problem is yours. Someone, by changing someone, if the problem has a solution, then it is never going to happen, because you cannot change any other human being. You can change yourself, you can change whatever way you like, because it's within you, within your capacity. So you can change whatever you can, but you cannot change some other being. So that complaining habit should go off. You should not be complaining about this one, that one. If you start complaining, you will never find a solution to a problem. Crying and blaming, and even listening to a motivational talk, is not a solution. We just think that we'll just listen to a motivational talk and we'll find a solution to a problem. No, that's not a solution. Motivational talk might energize you for some time, a few moments, and then you will still have the problem, because next moment you will still start thinking that there was a problem and that you didn't get a solution. So how you get a solution to a problem? If it's a major solution, you have to write it down. If I do this, this is the pros and cons of this. If I do that, this is the pros and cons. If you have to write down the problem, write down the solutions, whatever is possible. And whenever you write down, majority of the problem are just lost. You will solve the problem if you just write down that I have this problem and this could be the solution. If you just write down, then that is final. Then it won't bog you. That is one way of solving the problem. Other problem is, you can talk with your families that I have such a problem, with friends. And if it is serious problem, you will have to talk with a therapist also, because I am not a therapist. I am telling you from a general point of view. A therapist will talk you from an expertise point of view. That a therapist would have an expert level solution for your problem. So you should talk with therapist. So that's how you go about solving your problem. Suppose you believe that there is a ghost underneath your table. If you believe that, you feel that some hands will come out from that, and if you just start thinking, then you will be scared. But you should know that ghosts are not there. That's very simple. If you just make your mind that there is no ghost, nothing will happen. So your problem was not real actually, but it was a continuous talk between the past. If you just past, you should forget the past. You should not be embarrassed with the future. You should not be scared that future, this might happen in future. This is the moment, present moment. You should know how to live in the present moment. And whenever you solve a problem, there will be inconveniences. There will be a lot of things. That inconveniences. It won't have an easy solution, but you have to accept and solve. Whenever you solve the problem, you become stronger, and then you will always anticipate, yes, let me have any problem, I have the solution, or I have the capacity to endure. That's what it will develop in process over a period of time. And so that is how these are the very important. So whenever we have problem, we should stop complaining. We should not complain people around us. We should not think that problem doesn't have a solution. Whenever there is no solution to the problem, you must write it down and find that there is no solution, so that you have a complete acceptance over that. And when there is a solution to a particular problem, you should always look for the solution. Find a solution in number of ways. Okay, that is how life is. So take care. Have a good weekend. Tashidele.